at this, the time I did.
Special delivery.
Special delivery. Mega fit.
Nice.
We didn't prepare this.
You get this once a week or?
Get this once a week.
Once a week.
28 meals. What I'll do is I end up sorting out my meals. I've gone from everything being freshly frozen to now getting them freshly frozen. I put them straight into my deep freezer and then thawing them out the night before what I really need. So
yeah.
when you're shout out Megafit, my newest t-shirts. So in here we've got dog food.
Yeah,
Look at the dog food.
I know.
Green beans, sweet potatoes.
Just as good as you.
And then Ali's got her meals in the here.
Oh, nice.
And then I just categorize them. So I got like salmon, chicken, and steak. That's the three things that I go through. I rotate. So I know my pile.
Yeah, there you go. So it's easy.
Actually, this feels bloody good to stick myself in.
I'm sure. That was a hot walk.
We got some sweat on going up there.
That was some hot walk.
Fucking sore. So how are you enjoying your trip here in Florida?
I love it.
California.
Yeah, I love it.
Good. A little bit of a.
It's actually hotter in California, believe it or not.
It's hotter?
It's like Vegas and Cali are like 105, 110 right now. Yeah.
But it's a different kind of heat.
It's different kind of heat, yeah.
This heat is
I don't mind it.
not for the faint-hearted.
I mean, you need AC either place. You know, without AC, you die. So.
Without AC, you will die. That's exactly it.
So.
Now we have got definitely a very unique weather system down here in Florida. I like it though.
What's funny to me is the rain. You know, the rain comes very quickly, but gone very quickly too. It's like torrential.
But the problem is then it comes with
humidity,
all
of
that
course.
humidity.
Yeah, of course.
You know.
Yeah.
Chicken. Steak. Normally I've got my little health bar. Yeah. Adi! Come here, I need help. Come here, Adi. Daddy needs help with the meals.
She watching TV?
No, she's on her way. She is, it's like mine and her thing to do, you know?
Yeah,
she passes me a meal. You what? Your knee hurts?
Aww.
How do you do that? You don't need to be shy.
Oh, you were sweat.
Yeah.
Like, can you show Dave how you help Daddy? Right. Okay. Hey, why are you doing so many? Right, pass me Daddy.
No, I got it.
No, I've got it.
No.
You don't have it. Hey, you want to show everybody how hey, you want to show everybody your best behavior on camera? So show people, tell me what meal that is. Open this up and show me. What is that?
Steak and rice.
Good. Who likes steak and rice?
Daddy, me.
That's right.
I'm so sweaty.
I know. Am I too, really? I think your dad more than me. Your dad more than me.
Sweating.
I know. It's really hot where the alligators are. You know that?
Hey, do you know where Daddy took Dave? Where all the alligators were?
No.
I know, but we didn't see an alligator.
We didn't see any.
Nothing. So sad.
I know.
So we got to take Dave up there later, okay?
Yeah.
Come on, we're not going on the bike.
No, I'm getting my Ellie.
Oh,
Ellie.
This will now be the toy of the choice for the day. Tomorrow will be another toy.
Breakfast at Flex.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I know, eggs. Tons of eggs.
That's right. That's my bread.
Yeah, I know.
That's my name. That's my name on it. Yeah, I like it. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes I can't find Ezekiel because we like Ezekiel bread. This is like the next best thing. What are you doing, sweetie? What are you eating?
What are you eating? She had an egg at breakfast.
Is it protein French toast?
Yeah. What else? What else is in it?
Bacon.
Turkey bacon.
Wow, that's a real full-time bodybuilder meal. You know that?
Thank you.
Just like Daddy.
Thank you. She loves it. She'll eat all his steak and rice.
I know. When I went to his gym
Yeah.
last Friday, that's when she was eating his food.
You be a bodybuilder?
Really?
Not that. I only can take one.
That's
One
it.
family.
That's it. Okay, show me your doggies. Well, what's his name? This one? Cosmo. Okay, cool. What's his name? This one? Don.
Mom.
Oh, Mom.
Dom.
Dom. But that's a girl.
Yeah, her name's Dominique.
Yes, mom.
Oh, Dominique.
And this is a boy.
Yeah,
Yes.
so this one is
Dominique for a girl.
that's,
Okay.
Cosmo's mom.
Yeah. Gotcha. Look, she's excited.
That's Cosmo's mommy.
Yes.
This one just had an operation 3 days ago. He's got that cone didn't last a night, but he's doing well. He's not licking his wound. Oh, sorry.
Good.
Like
You
that.
didn't have to put a cone on it. Sometimes you have to put a cone on.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, you
didn't last.
did?
It didn't last.
Yeah.
His neck
He
is so
destroyed
big.
it.
Look at his neck.
I know,
His
you
neck
can't-
is so big.
He can't even
He
turn
can't
his head
even-
anyway.
But he can't. He's so jacked that he can't even lick that wound. So he's
It's a perfect
good.
dog for you.
He's like the dog version of me. Yeah.
I think a lot of people sometimes they would expect bodybuilders to want dogs like this. When they see Jay with Capone, they're like, "Yeah, that doesn't fit."
Yeah, but it does know me.
I know it does.
I got used to it.
I think it's cute, but
do,
you know,
I like it.
people just
I like
see
it.
these dogs as I mean, this is like
Yeah.
the bodybuilder.
Look what he eats. Like he's struggling today. He does this is normally sweet potatoes, turkey, green beans.
Does that make it fit?
no, that actually is all home cooked turkey
You really?
balls. Yeah, home cooked turkey balls.
Ali, you cooked this?
Yes.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
you know it obviously was me.
What a
I
life.
like the way Dave goes, Ali.
What a life these
Yeah.
dogs have.
Turkey, sweet potato, green beans. She gets turkey, sweet potato, green beans, and then he gets beef as well at night. She doesn't because she needs to lose some weight.
Yeah, she's on a diet.
So,
Really? She
Yeah.
doesn't look too big to me.
I saw pictures before. They're not that active. That's the thing too.
Yeah,
They go outside and walk, but they don't run and play. So
yeah.
She needs to lose some weight.
She had the first. We bred her twice. The first litter was with Cosmo, and 8 other pups, right?
8.
Yeah, there was,
Wow.
Yeah, 9
There was
total.
9 total.
Oh wow.
And me and Ali. Oh my gosh, that was like a 101 of what having a child could be like. Because we were up all night, every 2 hours. We were bottle feeding them,
Yeah.
and we were putting them on their mum, rotational. And then Ali was having nightmares
Wow.
about the pups. And she was waking up thinking the pups in the bed. But we were so committed to that, weren't we? It was the first time we bred the dogs, so we were
Wow.
very like on our toes. So, but every one of them survived. And
That's awesome.
yeah, she was a great mum. And we had, like I said, nine total. We kept 3, and I just ended up just not getting into the show world as I was hoping then.
Yeah.
So all our dogs that we bred found great homes. One
Okay.
went to Thailand, Prince of Thailand.
Really?
Yeah. And,
Wow.
we've had all her pups have done very well in shows as well.
Wow. Awesome.
Yeah, they've gone all over.
You were telling me his dad is $1 million dad.
Yeah, Mr.
Right?
Miyagi.
Mr. Miyagi, that's his
Yeah,
name?
Mr. Miyagi. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Mr. Miyagi, based out of California.
Wow.
So her dad was a champion called Dax, and he's in the bully world. He was the shit. He's passed away now, but and his dad is Mr. Miyagi. So there was two big names that came together on the pedigree, and
wow,
that's what created like Cosmo. And he was my pick of the litter. Even when he was a pup, he looked like little, Jack. I got pictures of Cosmo with Ali when he was a pup, and we got pictures of and videos of the pups when they were young. And
wow.
Yeah, one thing we documented a lot, and we had
Oh yeah, let's get that footage.
a lot of footage, early footage.
Yeah, awesome. Very cool.
Yes, filming.
Is it breakfast?
Somebody's filming it. Say hi.
Hi.
This is breakfast. This is 10 ounces of steak, 1 cup of rice. Good on.
And that's breakfast.
That's breakfast.
Flex Lewis.
Yeah, I am
Custom steak.
a very like a weird eater, and I struggled all my life. So again, this is my meals for the day. But people ask me, it's like, why you eat pretty much steak and rice for breakfast? Even you, Dave, said that. It's like, what's wrong with you? But it's normality to me. I'll eat chicken and chicken and rice in the morning, steak and rice.
So you don't feel like breakfast food in the morning?
I mean, what is breakfast food here? Tell me.
Turkey, bacon, eggs, like the Jay breakfast. You know what he eats for breakfast?
Yeah,
You never cook that?
No, because my chef doesn't cook that. So
Ah.
the chef is over there. She'll cook herself turkey bacon.
She cooked me.
I know.
Thank
See what
you,
I'm
Ali.
You're
Well, I must be
welcome.
special.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So I need to.
You're not doing
for
something
everyone.
right.
And also, here's a little tip that I do. The dogs, watch the dogs coming in.
No, yeah.
Here's the scissors going. Here the other one comes. I cut everything up
Yep.
very small in all my meals. Just for digestibility, especially now with all the meals I'm eating and the frequency I'm eating them. Just get in, utilize what's been eaten, and then digest and on to the next.
Nice. All right. Well, have a good breakfast. Oh, do I have you on your sexy side?
Bro, I made sure that we weren't driving on, a UK car, because you'd be sitting on the opposite side.
Yeah, that's right.
This is the sexy side.
So where are we going, Flex? We're in your...
We are going to my stand-in appointment every Monday, 9 a.m. I go to see Dr. Nick Ruggerio, who is the chiropractor. Most people have seen him on my videos on YouTube, looking after me.
Chiropractors of the Stars, I'm hearing. Yeah.
He's been looking after me now for the last 7 years. And he works with the Miami Dolphins, the Florida Panthers, and a lot of big names too, which
Wow.
you go and get to see inside. Plus,
All right.
he's a bodybuilder, has competed, and again, he can tell the story.
All
if he wants
right.
to.
Let's get in there.
So not only do I have a standing appointment on a Monday, also on a Friday, but today my wife and Adi comes here also. So
It's a family
a
appointment.
family appointment. So, I got somebody filming today. Okay. I'm gonna come in soon. Hello.
Hi. Oh, she's being shy now to the camera.
Are you shy now?
She's being shy on the camera.
Why are you shy?
No.
Introduce us to your star doctor here.
Oh, this is Dr. Nick Ruggerio, chiropractor doctor to the
Doc,
stars.
How you doing?
how are you,
How
my
doing?
friend?
Doing great.
I heard a lot about you. I was excited to come here today.
Thank you.
Actually, Jay was impressed. Even he says, "Really, this guy works on a lot of famous people." He told me he knew about you.
That's great. I'm looking forward to taking care of Flex today and introducing some of the techniques that I do to help some of the athletes and most of the bodybuilders.
Awesome. Yeah. Yes. Flex, tell me about bodybuilder yourself. You actually trained at Gold's for years.
Trained at Gold's for 4 years.
Had some
Then
famous
at
training
Royal
partners.
Gym. Trained with Berto Fox for 3 years.
Wow.
And I trained with some of the other bodybuilders out there. It was a great time and learned a lot. And back here in Florida, to try to help a lot of people.
Yeah, so you're still a bodybuilder fan at heart, he's telling me.
Yes, love it.
It's your passion.
Love it.
That's awesome. All
Love
right.
it.
We're gonna...
5 a.m. training sessions every single day.
Oh my God.
Never misses a training session, like as if he's competing for Olympia. He said, come and train with me, Flex. Not the 5 a.m. He's got an amazing gym in the house.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And I mean, he's got the watt of equipment, and he still buys equipment. Still sneaks it in to this day, you know, underneath the wife's nose.
Yeah,
He got caught. He got caught. He actually got caught the other day.
I got caught with bringing in the Nautilus ab crunch.
Contraband.
Me.
You got caught with the contraband.
She said, no more gym equipment.
Yeah,
no more gym equipment.
We got a lot of stuff in the house, trust me.
Yeah, he's got a great gym.
Full gym.
So
Full gym.
you were set during the quarantine then?
No,
You didn't have-
we were fine.
You were fine.
We loved it because I was able to train even harder.
Yeah.
I actually told him, I said, I feel like I'm a professional bodybuilder. Because I could train, eat, and sleep. It's not that bad.
That's
Of a
right.
life.
What a life.
It's great.
That's what Jay would say.
Actually
what a
made a
life.
lot of progress in those few
Awesome.
weeks, but whatever.
All right, Doc.
We're back to, you know, old school.
Nice.
Now, I actually get up, I'm going to correct him, I get up at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
and I train at 4 a.m.
Sorry, sorry. He texted me at 5. He texted me at 5.
I'm in the car by 5.
I'm all done. Do you want to? I'm going to jump on a call with you. No, but when is football starting back now? Soon,
This
right?
week.
This week.
This
So,
week.
so not only is he working here in this clinic, he works with the Miami Dolphins and Florida Panthers and etc.
Wow.
So
And the
season-
soccer team and
Soccer team.
Beckman soccer team and a bunch of other athletes.
You're a busy guy.
Yeah, very
All right.
busy.
We're gonna let you do
We're
your
gonna
craft
do
and
what I
yeah.
We're going to torture him a little.
Yeah, okay, let's do that.
So we'll torture him a little
Awesome.
bit.
that thing over there.
That
Okay,
right
okay.
over there, yeah. When I shoot him with that, that'll be good to put on.
Yeah, yeah.
So, just let me know what's going.
Are they all fired at the same time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Too much?
Okay. I'll do it.
We'll leave them on here for like 7 minutes. And then what I'll do is, I'm gonna hit them with some of the shock waves. And then we'll hit the whole tendon in the elbow where the forearm meets everything.
Nice.
And that's gonna help them a lot.
Nice.
Doc has really kept me in the game. I'm not just saying it. It's been an amazing, just to work with him. But he's also kept my career going by taking care of a lot of injuries, and then making sure that I'm on a routine. You know, the saying is make a plan to fail, and with that now, my rehab is taken that much more seriously than ever before. Over the last couple of years, I realized that I wasn't doing as much as I needed to, and this is just maintenance. This isn't. I'm not here today because I got something that's a detriment.
Yeah. It's preventative more than anything else.
Exactly, that's what we're here to do. And I mean, as a professional athlete, everybody should be having rehab and maintenance done on their body. If you're making money as a professional athlete, you should be investing in the one tool that brings you that money. You know? So I realized that, and also when you look at the bigger scale, the bigger athletes, look at LeBron James and how much money he spent on his money. I think he's on his body. I'm sorry, he spent over $1 million alone on just therapists and
Wow.
yeah.
You gotta keep it finely tuned.
It's
There
a
you go.
machine.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
How are you gonna put it going? Yeah, so the machine is a shockwave type of therapy, and what it's doing is putting strong impulses deep into the tendon and the muscular area of his elbow. And the reason why we do that is to break up scar tissue, because with all injuries, scar tissue develops. And the scar tissue causes the area to become avascular, so there's no blood supply coming to the area. So when we break up that scar tissue with this type of machine, vascular supply of blood will go to the area, start the healing phase. And that's why it's so important for areas like in the elbow, the shoulder. It's really good for Flex was talking about glute tightness sometimes. We do it in the knee. Most of the treatment I do mostly is for the elbow and also the shoulder. You want it stronger?
Stronger.
Stronger.
No.
Is that a yes?
I'm fucking sweating.
So is that a no or
Yes
yes?
or no?
No? Yeah, that's Jay could take it.
Yeah.
So this is a Cox Flexion distraction table. It's all computerized. And what it does is with the spine, with a lot of the bodybuilders, they have compression in their low backs from the heavy squatting and leg pressing and all the deadlifts they do over the years. So what this is gonna do is actually gonna distract his spine first and then cause flexion to it. And he really likes it because it really stretches his back out a lot and decompresses that tightness that most of the bodybuilders get in their lumbar spine. And he's set on extra large because of his muscular build. And so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna distract it. And you're gonna see him the spine is gonna separate. He's gonna hold on to the handlebars at front. And the table's gonna separate him. And that paper is not his spine, it was the paper. So I distracted him. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna cause him to go in flexion and distraction at the same time. And the reason why it popped up, because he likes it so strong, he should be set at probably a large setting, but he likes the extra flexion, so that's why we set him on this. He likes the really dramatic stretch to the lumbar spine.
Will this make him taller?
Yeah, he was 4 foot tall when I first met him, and now he's growing. But you can see here, it's actually separating these joints in the lower segment of his spine at L5, L4, L3, and it's, as you can see, it doesn't look like it's stretching a lot, but in the spine it's actually causing a lot of distraction and flexion at the same time.
Wow.
And he'll be on there for about 50 stretches, and then what we'll do is we'll come back and adjust them.
Awesome.
Okay.
Very cool.
So we say, you know when someone doesn't train their calves because he's not jumping.
So these work, those little guns, huh? It's pretty popular in the bodybuilding world right now. Everybody's using those.
Well, we have this G5 here too. This works really good. It's a different type of vibration.
Okay.
But this is deeper. And he's so muscular. He likes this because it goes in deep and I can really get to the paravertebrals really good.
Yeah.
But the real thing is going to be the adjustment on him.
Right.
This is just, he likes this because he's sore from working out.
Right.
These guns work good.
So they're good. They're good for post soreness from a workout.
Yeah.
And any type of therapy to increase blood flow is good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good to know because you see people using that at gyms that you don't, I don't know if it's really working. So if he's using it, it's actually good.
It
Yeah.
works.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
works. And you just got to make sure you do it.
Right. So you need somebody.
But it's good to keep by the TV at night when you're watching TV.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe do your shoulders if you train them that day. You just, you want to keep the muscles loose
Yes.
and not bounded up from all the stress that you put on during the workout.
Yeah.
So I'll do a little dramatic for this camera. People like noise. See, this is a Venice Beach special we do to him. You learned this in Venice only. Happy birthday. Oh, yeah. This way. This way. There you go. right there. Good, just set up. This one. This one. Good, other side. Good, on your back. What's that? Good. Yeah, it's doing great. Thank God. Yeah, they're responding really well.
Only, well, it's tender.
Well done, champ.
Let's go.
Another great session.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, I feel very, there's a sense of euphoria that comes over you when you've had this, especially when you're being cracked, whacked.
You
And
see how big he's getting since the adjustment? He grows before your eyes.
And he's taller.
Yeah.
Doc, where can people find you?
I'm located in Coral Springs, but the phone number to the office is 954-753-3910.
I'll put the address. Do you have an Instagram or no?
I do, but ask the girls.
I'll put it in there. I'll find out what it is.
I'm old school.
he's definitely not tech savvy, but I am teaching him.
Okay, good.
I am teaching him.
Yeah.
Okay, it's on you. Doc, pleasure to meet you today.
Pleasure meeting
Thank you
you.
for having us.
Good luck.
Thank you. Check
That's-
it down.
That's why.
Wow. Wall of Fame.
So, sorry.
Look at
Country
that.
stars, hockey, football, bodybuilders.
Look at this guy.
That was 5.
Yeah,
So being here
a couple
for-
of years ago.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Don King came here. Wow.
Then Mike.
Yeah, Mike Quinn. Dallas, look, Dallas.
Paul to the left.
Wow,
Fox to front.
awesome. Very cool. The Rock's been here? Is there a picture? Yeah, look at that. Oh, dude, that's awesome. Very cool. All right. Nice.
Come on. He's a little worse for wear. 3 days ago, sorry, he had an operation and they cut out 2 tumors. One on his nuts and one on his back leg. And they ended up neutering him too. So he's doing very well, but he's still not the little
His usual self.
crazy one that
Yeah.
left. So let's go
Aw.
peepees. So you also can see, guys, I've got all my furniture piled up here because we were supposed to have a Caribbean
Oh.
1 tornado. So
Yes.
we put it all in, and there's some stuff in the kitchen too, which I'll end up putting later out.
How was it? Did it come through town or no?
Didn't even have a freaking
Oh, good.
little bit of rain, nothing.
But that's good.
It didn't even. We had a couple of crazy downpours. It's
Yeah,
Florida,
that's-
so
yeah.
I think it just missed us completely.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so I'll put all that out later on. But even today, there's been some random downpours and stuff. It's just Florida. It doesn't bother me, But there was obviously something that was potentially coming towards us. But you've got to,
Prepare in
think of the
case.
worst.
Yeah. Talk about your pool and your beautiful yard. It's so nice
Oh,
up here.
Thank you. So when I got this house, one of the reasons that soaked me, there was literally nothing here. There was like what looks like a soccer field.
Yeah.
And one thing that I told Ali, if we were going to leave the old house that most of you guys have seen me shooting my content on, I was going to get a new house in a gated community. I wanted some land. Very rare to have as much land as this, especially in a gated community. So when I seen this, Ali we loved the house, of course, and then this sold this part to me. So I got to work straight away. I made a plan of what I wanted out here, and going back and forth with these pool designers, nothing quite was right. So I literally grabbed the napkin, drew what I wanted, and this is what it looks like. And I literally drew it to this spec. You could definitely see what I done on the napkin.
Wow.
So they took their napkin, took it to their drawing, put it on CAD, and then they came back with this, and then obviously VAR did the pergola, and then even behind all that, the trees, there's more land too.
Yeah.
There's some more grass.
It's
to
a
play
big
with,
yard.
Andy.
Yeah, very big yard.
So we've been here since November of 2018. So right after Olympia, we moved here. It was actually during Halloween, and they throw crazy Halloween parties here.
Oh, really?
The whole gated community shuts down. Everybody makes an effort. Every house does something. Everybody's
Did you dress
dressed
up?
Every year I dress up.
What did you?
I love dressing
What
up.
did you dress up as?
Last year I went as I think like a guy riding a unicorn. It was one of them blow up things. I'll have to find the video footage. It's but I love Halloween.
What about Ali when she dressed up?
Ali dressed as what did she go as? I think she dressed as a unicorn. We got told what we were supposed to dress as this year.
Oh,
I think but
okay.
the little one.
Okay.
Ali had to be a unicorn or something. I was a unicorn. I don't know.
Awesome.
But I don't care. Like we've dressed up in loads of different things over the years.
That's awesome.
All the way from garden gnomes to freaking.
I could see you as a garden gnome,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
The little
It's got
hat
red
and the
little
beard.
I might have a photo on my phone actually of what I went as, because it was something not long ago that somebody asked me about this on the stories. So let me see. I seriously think I posted a photo of me on the stories the other day. There we go. I thought so. Somebody asked me about Halloween.
Oh,
Said,
dude.
hey Flex, I know it's early. Any thoughts on your Halloween costume? I liked last year with the unicorn. So that was me and Ali a couple of years ago.
That's
So,
awesome.
yeah, I love Halloween. You know, it's a good laugh, and
Yeah.
it's normally after the Olympia.
Yeah, so you can chill.
This year, not so much.
Yeah, I know. That's
So
true.
I be dieting through all the candy, all the
that's
good
right.
stuff.
That sucks.
Right, come on guys, look at
Right.
them, just chilling out. Let's go, Phoebe, come on. Let's go. Come on, bud. Tom, you know you're on the patch. Go. Should have been pissing on the bloody. Come on, Cos. Come on, buddy. Come on. Go pee pee. Go pee pee. They're not rain lovers either.
No. Yeah, that goes pretty far to your
Yeah,
yard.
it goes right back.
Wow, look at that. Wow, that's nice.
And there's always there's more construction going on. Like
You-
when we moved here, there was no houses behind us.
Okay.
And literally this development behind us is the last one backing up to the Everglades. So when we go later for a walk, you'll see it. Or should I say, hold on. So when we moved here, there was no development behind us. But this development is the last one that's backing up to the Everglades where we were earlier doing our
Yeah.
flex walks.
There you go. Flex walking. You could have a mini golf pot back there
I
for
could.
Addie,
I could.
right?
Well, Addie's like too wild for anything that's stagnant. She has to run. So soccer back there is great. We've done
Yeah.
gymnastics and everything else. But
Oh,
she
nice.
is a pool girl. She's a fish.
Yeah.
And you might get to see that later. She
Yeah,
has
yeah,
been
yeah.
swimming since she was walking.
That's
We
good.
gotta- because there's so many pools in Florida, you know, you
Yeah.
gotta be careful. So she literally is a fish. She
Yeah.
loves it. And thankfully, this pool is finished just before, well, about a month and a half before quarantine.
Yeah.
So if we didn't have the pool, I mean, especially since all the schools were cancelled,
Yes.
this was a great thing to keep her busy.
Yeah,
once
great.
or twice a day, just to keep her moving, and also mentally for us as parents too,
Yeah.
because everything's closed.
Yeah.
So you know, and it's, I was saying to you earlier, it's sad that she's the only sibling,
I know.
and it's all the neighbours have got their brothers and sisters to play with.
Yes.
So we had to really step up our game
Yeah.
to
Keep her
to
busy.
fill in the gaps of not being able to see your friends and stuff. So
Yeah,
it's been a crazy time. I know all you parents out there all know all about it, and you know, it's a crazy time.
Yeah.
But
Not easy.
everybody's got their own stories to tell, right?
Yep. All right.
Come on, buddy. You ready to go in? Come on, let's go. You okay? He looks a little drunk, doesn't he? And you're Dave as well. A lot of people have seen a lot of creatures in my pool over probably the last month. We've had frogs yesterday. We have had turtles.
Really?
We had an alligator.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So we've had everything in this pool in the last month. We've got iguanas around here, lizards.
Oh
so
my God.
on a good day, you can see, like if you're sitting down there, you can see rabbits just running past. You'll see iguanas. You'll have lizards. I mean, if you just
A lot of wildlife.
a lot of lizards over there. It's crazy. A lot of wildlife. Again, we're backing up to the evidence.
Yeah. There you go.
Come on, guys.
All right.
Come on. There he goes. He's finally going to peel it. I believe it. He's undecided.
Yeah, he's going. He's going.
It's not good. It's, I'm looking at him. It's like, man,
Something's
where's your
missing.
nuts gone?
Something's missing.
Listen, he had these big pair of fucking nuts too. I was sweating, yes. And now they're gone. I was living through him.
I know. He's massive.
Yeah. He's lost weight. They were saying he's lost
Wow.
weight too. You can see his face has gone skinnier and his
Really?
back end has gone skinnier.
Jeez, how
too.
big was he? That's crazy.
He was like 70 something pounds.
Jeez. There he is. You already had to go.
Come on, buddy. Slow.
What's going on here?
Oi, oi.
The camera's not working.
The blank screen, mate.
I know.
Have you been paying your bills over there or what?
Let me call you back because something's something's strange. Let me call you back, mate.
Call Verizon. Pay your bill.
I would if I was using my US phone, but I'm using my UK, so I got a phone EE.
Alright, call me back. Alright.
Real TV.
I don't know,
That's
man.
what happens.
I never had that happen.
This is not screenplay.
Yeah.
It's real.
Shit. Let's see what's going on here. There we go. There he is, man.
It's a quick turnaround here, seeing the UK, mate.
What do you mean? Oh, that's a fast call. What do you put like fucking tokens in, like my mother did for the electricity back in the day?
I didn't pick that trick bill, so I had to put another
Fiver.
diamond.
Like it was your.
Hey, Neil.
Hey, Dave, how you doing, mate?
I'm good. Good to see you.
In Florida.
It's hot and humid.
Yeah.
I like it though.
It's hot today, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's humid today. I mean, I must have lost about bloody 10 pounds. Dave and Ali have teamed up and they made me clean the house. Put all the patio furniture outside. I guess Ali texted Dave and said, make sure before he comes to the gym, all that patio furniture is out of the house and outside. We had to put it in for the hurricane, see?
Well, I tell you one thing, if we've lost that 10 pound of muscle that we've been working on over the last 12 months, we might as well just go back into 212 division.
Fuck it. They won't expect it.
One thing, listen, say nothing, right?
You've heard it first, Jay Cutler TV.
It's me, you've heard it first, guys. Yeah.
What's going on, man? How was your hip?
Do you know what? It's been, I had that really intensive therapy on Saturday with my client, Marianne. Like I had 4 or 5 hours of constant therapy with him. Oh my gosh, mate. Like yesterday I felt beat up from it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't much, and he didn't work too hard on me, but he was just basically trying to reprogram my central nervous system all the way from scratch, because obviously there was multiple different multiple different muscle groups which had been deactivated because of the trauma of going through such an abrasive operation. And obviously, you know, there's a long process involved with that 4 or 5 hours. So yesterday I felt not so good, very sore, very tight, and just not so good. Today I feel like Superman, mate. I feel like a completely different person. And also, even though yesterday I didn't feel so good, I knew it was part and parcel, obviously, for therapy. I did a lot better late afternoon going into, well, say in the evening. Last night was the first time I actually was able to sleep properly. Yeah, I woke up in the night to use the toilet, but I slept for like 7-8 hours, whereas I've only been sleeping 2 hours at the most for the last 2 weeks because of the discomfort. And it's not the fact that the pain is horrendous. It's a pain which is bearable, but when you've got that pain in 4 different places, you can't switch off from it. And as you know, it's been very hard for me to concentrate on some things as well because there's a discomfort taking place. But my recovery, as you know, when it comes to exercise, mobility has been exceptional. So I'm very fortunate, mate. I'm in a very good place with my recovery and moving forward.
That's great, man. Well, I showed Dave the photo of the new hip earlier.
Yeah.
Yes, me. Why did you put that sticky face over your cockpit?
Well, I wasn't going to, but I just know that this has to be on a child-friendly. So
child-friendly. Why did you? I noticed you were zoomed in your emoji con. You made it as big as possible.
Well, that's because there's a lot in the package to hide.
Welsh package.
And Alex, I put that winky face because I sent to Alex, obviously my girlfriend, and then she wanted me to redo it with the tongue out, with the let's have sex emoji con, So I said,
I'm glad you didn't send that to me.
We'll save that for later.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't send that fucking to me. Hey, what shirt is that? Is that a new one?
So this is one of the new designs, Y3T Army. Yeah.
See, this little product plug there.
I know.
Product plug there.
He's smart. He's smart. Yeah.
Is that a new t-shirt over there, man? Genuinely,
But don't tell anyone.
Yeah, don't tell anyone. But it goes on sale next week.
40% off.
40% off.
Oh my God. So Neil, we're just below 20 weeks out from the Olympia. How do you feel about this coming show? You excited?
Yeah, I am excited. The thing is, Dave, don't forget the standard within the federation and the industry is it's very high, and obviously some athletes have come out of competing, and there's a new generation of athletes coming back in. There's a huge amount of I would say anticipation, excitement. People are going to be having a certain level of look that they're expecting from certain individuals, and obviously Flex is definitely going to be drawing a lot of attention this year because he stepped away from the 212 division, obviously in 2018 being his last showing, and then obviously taking 2 years full off for us to concentrate on bringing a new version of Flex to the stage. And we have always been in front of ourselves. So obviously from 2018, we had a game plan, which we sat down and designed Flex, myself and Ali. We had obviously envisioned certain targets and goals as far as the necessary improvements with his physique to be an open class athlete. Building muscle isn't easy, but the changes can be positive. To build real quality muscle takes time, and that's why we took 2 years off as opposed to 1 year off.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say a number because I know the number in my head that I feel is going to be the number which is going to be competitive enough. You can't just work off weight because it means nothing on stage. At the end of the day, what you probably find is if you were to probably speak to any athlete when they were at their all-time best as far as condition, they were probably always lighter than what people thought they were.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
Yeah.
But I would would say presently where we are, we've gained a minimum of 14 pounds of quality muscle.
Wow.
On flex. Yeah. And I feel that by the time he steps on stage, he's probably going to be 15 to 16, maybe 17 pound heavier than when he competed lastly. But those pounds equate to nothing if the evolution doesn't go hand in hand with keeping the symmetry and keeping the refinement and the proportions. But I know what he looked like at 218, 220. You know, at 218, 220, at 220, he was a completely different breed of animal as far as an athlete concerned. And of course, we was never able to show that package because we needed to get into that 212 division. So we are in a really, really good place, like extremely good, mentally, physically, very, very on top of his shit. And I'm confident that the package that he brings to the bodybuilding world come December is going to display something which is art. It's going to have everything that bodybuilding is about. It's going to have a classical line with modern muscle. That's what I would say, with all of the detail and refinement. And I would say, new maturity to his physique.
Yeah.
Now, of course, there are variables which can change between now and then. And maybe we might only be 8 pounds heavier than what we were in our last show. But I do feel that the changes are being really, and we've just started our Olympia prep as well. So that's the exciting thing. So how do I work off the fact that he's like 13, 14 pounds heavier as far as quality muscle? Because for a like stage with Flex's physique in 2018, he would have been basically where we are now, probably like 240, 246 roughly, okay? At this stage, when we were getting ready for Olympia prep at like 20 weeks out, we were more like 230.
Yeah.
32. And maybe even 234, but wait for me to say something here. May say 230, 232, but he's leaner now than he was when he was 230, 232 before at the same point.
Yeah.
So that's why, we know that the quality gains are there, so, and it's been a process which has been, really great for me to see as well, because when an athlete has been competing for such a long time, especially at a high level, the ability to build vast amount of muscle is going to slow down over a period of time. And I think this just goes to prove that the evolution of Flex Lewis is being held back for a number of years for all the right reasons, and now he's able to reach or start going towards his genetic potential. Yeah. If that makes. And I do honestly think that Flex is not going to reach his genetic potential as long as he's still active and wants and injury-free and hungry for probably another 6 to 8 years. Yeah. I feel that, and once he reached that genetic potential, he probably would be able to hold that for 3, 4, 5 years. I don't think anyone would be able to argue against that, because when we look at the likes of Dexter, Jackson and some other athletes in the industry, they got to a certain level and they just got better and better and better. So, he's in a really good place. He's in a phenomenal place, mate.
You want to sit, yeah?
Yeah, no, it's good. Okay. No, because I want to have you in the shot. Okay. We were talking about this earlier also, and, for the past few years, especially towards the end, he always had to sacrifice so much muscle to make weight. In your honest opinion, when you were dieting him down for the Olympia, where would you have said was the sweet spot as far as body weight, when he looked tremendous as far as fullness, and like he was almost ready and you had to still, bring him down? Obviously, in my head, I have that for some reason, that 220, 225 pounds, because I've seen pictures, obviously.
Yeah, I would have probably said 218, 220.
Okay.
But the reason I come to that reality is that at 224, 222, he looked just phenomenal. But we haven't gone through the drying out phase.
Right.
And gone through the loading phase. So let's just say, like at 222, he's perfect now to dry out.
Yeah.
So we dry out, we load a little.
Yeah.
You get like 218, 220.
You're busy.
So that's what I think his competitive weight would have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was before the 2 years. That was before the 2 years off.
And the thing is then, his waistline at that weight was still the same size as 212. It's just that he lost the volume then over,
Yes.
you know, through shoulders, thighs, chest flatness.
Yeah.
So what that does, it takes away the beauty and the symmetry of the physique. You know, when we talk about symmetry, we're talking about everything proportion, and then basically, ideally, small joints, yes? Broad shoulders, thick chest, thick through, obviously, your clavicles, all the way through, obviously, your back, keeping your waistline small. The thing is, the waistline was the same size at 218, 220, 222 as it was at 212.
Mm-hmm.
It was dissipating from everywhere else. So it wasn't as if, you know, he'd lost 2 or 3 inches off his waistline by losing that weight.
Right.
He was losing the inches off everywhere else. And so to me, when I look at Flex, he stands out from a lot of athletes because he's got this statuette type physique, which is just a beautiful form of art. And I just feel that this art is just going to be more exaggerated. That's what I'm envisioning.
What do you think he needed? We spoke about it earlier, also on the flex walking. Me and them.
We've done a flex walking earlier.
Yeah.
Like Jay does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you feel like he needed these 2 past years to make significant improvement as far as physique were, or it was more mental?
No, I think it was physique. I think that his mental approach to his bodybuilding career has always been extremely high.
Yeah.
But I think it's a good thing, but it's also a little sad because we live in a superficial world where social media can be a really great tool. It can also be a negative tool. And the thing is that you see these amazing athletes and you don't see all the hardship which has gone with the journey as well. You know, for every Olympia win, there's probably been quite a few of really tough, challenging times that you know that nobody knows. They're not spoken about. They're not private where they're bad. Well, I say they're bad. They're not private where, you know, if people knew about this environment, it would be bad press. But they're things which nobody needs to know about because it doesn't change the situation.
Yeah.
So let's go back to the year that maybe Flex won the 3rd or 4th Mr. Olympia. Basically, he basically picked up a nerve impingement through his sciatica and
Jesus.
talk about
Yeah.
like panic station or what it could have been. It was the whole of one side
Yeah.
and paralyzed and dissipated as far as fullness, activation, muscle separation. You wouldn't believe the difference of his physique.
Wow.
From 3 weeks to the show until literally 2 or 3 days before the show. But we never spoke about that because we needed to concentrate on what we could control, and that was basically living day to day and trying to find a solution for the issue or the problem. So I don't think that the last 2 years off is necessary just built him just mentally and just physically. I think the physical aspect is going to be a self-expression and self-explanatory come show day because it will be visual. You won't be able to hide that. But I do also think that there would have been a certain level of mental
Change.
Because your physique is changing at the same time. And also there's a new level of pressure, don't forget.
Yeah.
There's a new level of pressure. So that comes with mental pressure, not just physical pressure, more the mental side of things. So I think the way that he's handled it, the way that he's you know, encouraged this journey and the way that he's, you know, holding himself, it's a great prep. Seriously, from 2018 up to this point, it's a phenomenal prep, guys. And we're only now just starting our real season phase into Olympia, yes?
Yeah, I was saying to Dave and Jay when I was on the program that every one of these trophies, both of us, we've done this a few times. We've come into this room and we sit back and we're like, and it's not for ego, it's just like, fuck, like, remember that year, remember that show. I mean, you guys you can do it yourself.
There's a story behind it.
Every trophy has obviously the win showcases the end result, but nobody really knows or has heard about to Coach's point, the storylines that made up that, you know, and every one of these has not been without a personal battle or a situation that went wrong and we had to correct it. And going off the back of what Neil just said with me impinging my nerve, I think I picked up a very light dumbbell that wasn't even mine on the floor, and I just finished a workout. I think I'd done back, right, or something like that, and it was just a light dumbbell, a warm-up dumbbell, and I picked it up and I put it back and I pinched my, like I tweaked this. Oh, the next day I woke up, I couldn't get out of bed.
Oh my god!
I had literally, Ali had to, it froze. Oh, the Wi-Fi's on anyway. He's calling me again.
Oh.
There we go.
There you go.
Sorry.
Live
Sorry,
TV.
mate. The token's run out.
Who was it? Make sure you fill the token pot back up.
Yeah, but I was saying about, before you got stuck, that prep, since you mentioned it, I was going to see Dr. Nick like 2 to 3 times a day to try and nerve this.
Wow.
I tried to sort of get some movement in there, some blood in there, and just the nerve was just so pissed off.
Wow.
We couldn't do anything, so I was having a lot of movement patterns, new movement patterns changed. He was stretching me out, he was working on me, doing ART.
Wow.
And I think it was, 10 days before the show it released, right?
Well, no, it was less than that.
Less than that, that's right.
It was it probably started happening 3 weeks out. You probably told me maybe 2.5
2
weeks
weeks,
out.
yeah. I hid it away a little bit.
It was only, I can remember, it was the morning that we flew to Vegas.
Yeah.
And we'd always fly to Vegas on the Sunday or the Monday.
Yeah.
It was the morning that we flew to Vegas was the day that basically, your sciatica got released and everything started coming back to life.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Like 7 days before, 6-7 days before the show.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the way that we would have been able to step on stage like that, it wouldn't have been possible.
Wow.
It's in pain.
Possible. So my point is, you've gone through all this mental hardship because you're trying to look and deal and find a solution to this simple problem, and it's something which was just going to self-fix itself. And it pretty much 3 weeks out, and then it was over pretty much just under a week out from the show that the injury dissipated. But I'm sure Flex may possibly have some pictures, maybe. And you won't believe, oh, serious, man. It was a very concerning time. But at the same time, we concentrated on the things that we could do.
Yeah.
Things that we could do. We concentrated on the muscle groups that we could get some form of activation. And we obviously were in new waters. Yeah. And the great thing about it as well, you kind of learn a lot in those times as well. But we never doubted the vision and what our end goal was going to be, because which was more important. But as I said, nearly every show comes with a story, and as I said, for most people they don't see that, they just see the finished article, the finished athlete on stage.
I was like a tale of 2 halves. You've got to split me literally down the middle.
Yep.
And on the right side, if you're looking at me from the back, was fucking shredded.
Wow.
Glutes, hamstrings, and then on the left side, off season.
Wow.
Didn't even have my upper body had some detail, but my lower half down was just watery mess.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. But you have to see people find a picture and show, Dave, because you probably have something, mate. But that was during time.
But that's like one of many stories, and the thing is, we have an amateur career that we've been together since before that, and we've travelled the world, stayed in the shittest of places, and my God, this is the beautiful thing about being in a relationship with your coach for all these years, non-sexual, just to clarify that.
Yeah. Thank you.
For all these years, and seeing the world and touring the world and getting to do stuff together, even before I turned pro. So, again, we can sit down and talk, and then if we see friends of old that remind us about shenanigans that me and him have been up to when we competed on the road, we could probably talk about 2 hours on just experiences, pre and post shows, with good and bad, and and funny, you know. So, and some stuff we can't talk about, but that's for a podcast for another time.
Neil, I don't want to keep you long.
It has been an amazing journey, Dave.
I don't want to keep you long, but I wanted to ask you this, and I asked the same question this morning. In a world, especially in our world, where athletes keep changing coach left and right very often, and they keep jumping from one coach to the next, the fact that you get this relationship since the beginning of his career and you're still working today, what does that mean to you? Because I asked him the same question, but I want to have your take on it. I mean, is it the athlete you've worked the longest with, number one?
Say it again, sorry, Dave.
Is it the athlete you work the longest with?
Yeah, so, Flex is, we've been working now 17 years together this year.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I told him more.
Yeah, more. And yes, of course, this athlete relationship with me and Flex is very unique. In some ways, it's very different to a lot of my other athletes because we got 17 years of, amazing friendship and memories. Do you understand? Yes. Yeah. Besides the bodybuilding, remember that's just one part of this 17 years relationship. It's all the other amazing things that which have we've shared and experienced with each other as well. It's coach, it's friendship, it's best man, it's godfather to his daughter. It's very unique. But as far as it shows the character. The true character of who Flex is as an individual, of morals, loyalty. But I've always said, loyalty and morals mean nothing if what you're doing isn't working. If you really care about somebody, just because you're working together, if they could do better or further themselves for all the right reasons, then I would think a real coach would want that athlete to move forward in a new direction. The truth is that we've never doubted each other. Yeah. We've all in each other, and we've always sat down and game planned together, and we've always worked together as a team. And it's what we've achieved isn't by luck. It's not just luck that it's happened. It's because we've worked really hard to get to know each other and get to know, and get to know his body, and I can't answer it. I'm looking for words because it's too fucking unique. Yeah, very unique in the industry. My advice, though, to athletes or athletes out there which are working with a coach, you can't expect that coach to know your body just with one show, or 2 shows, or 3 shows. Sometimes it takes a few more shows. Remember, me and Flex have been working together for 17 years. Yes, we've had a lot of success, okay? But there were shows where we just got better and better and better and better. Yeah. Because we knew more about the process. We knew more about his body. His body would change. My thinking would have to change. Flex's application would have to change. So we change with all the environments which are taking place. So my point is that athletes have to understand that you've got to be patient. Sometimes the athlete-coach relationship just doesn't work. Sometimes the coach doesn't figure out the athlete's body. Sometimes it's because they don't want to. Sometimes it's because they don't have an interest. But the truth is, I have a real interest in my athletes, and I don't like to fail. I don't mind if my athletes don't come first, second, third, or fourth. But my point is I always try to give 100% of myself and my experience, so I expect 100% back. And as long as you're both giving 100% to each other, I would say in most cases the results are going to be positive.
Yeah, very good.
That's what I said this morning.
That's why I wanted to hear from him, because I was wondering if he'd say the same thing.
we rehearsed this. We rehearsed this before.
No, that was from the heart. You can tell.
No, again, it's gone.
No, I was going to say that's my take on it, and I suppose you could completely reverse the whole the conversation, because you have an athlete and you have a coach, so there's pressures on both sides. Yeah. And I'm not twisting this and trying to take the attention away from Flex, but what I'm saying is I think that our parenting has a massive impact on who we are and what our morals are and how we look at life. Yeah. That's personal opinion, and I think that we're both extremely prideful Welsh people, and we're also very prideful of representing the whole industry around the world wherever we travel, and not just representing Wales, but representing the whole of the IFBB and the whole of the fitness industry throughout the world when we travel the world, and that's something which we take very seriously.
Yeah. Neil, thank you so much for coming on. What time is it over there?
The time now is 9:56 p.m. guys.
Oh, that's not bad. Okay.
Are we going to talk about any new changes now or tomorrow?
What I want to know, obviously, is yesterday, obviously, manipulated your hydration and obviously your pre and intra-workout supplements with more carbs and more essential minerals, and obviously increase your carbs slightly going into yesterday's leg workout. What I want to know is, do you feel that your pump was more severe? And if so, do you think, yes, it was possibly a natural progression because of the extra supplements based around hydration and carbs? Or do you feel it was just the fact that you were just pushing harder on the repetitions?
Both. To be honest,
Okay.
I couldn't answer if it's one or the other because it was two changes.
Yeah.
Obviously, we increased the intensity of the rep ranges.
Yeah.
And rest between sets.
Yeah.
And I didn't really take in consideration the change on the intra, but I think it's probably a combination of both because I felt very hydrated yesterday as opposed to a few weeks back when I came off traveling and trying to do a very similar workout. So I felt good. I really did. I mean, I came back home. No issues with my meals and everything else when I finished training. And so that's it in a nutshell. There's nothing really I can say that I feel like, okay, that was the main thing that I changed, and that. No, I think it's because we've had this new systematic approach over the last 3 weeks, and obviously we changed something yesterday.
Yeah.
I think it's a few factors.
Okay, let me know. Shoot me a message after the workout. I'll be sleeping, obviously, when you're training tonight. I'll pick it up in the morning. But just let me know if you just noticed, obviously, anything in today's workout. Because I definitely feel that the increase in alkamox and on the essential sodium, and also the intra carbs, mate, the extra 30 grams, I just think that they are going to create a positive change. But you'll try to switch off from looking for it. Just let it naturally happen and let me know your feedback is on it, all right?
Okay, man. Okie dokie.
All right.
Thanks for being on, Neil.
No problem. Well, we want to...
Enjoy the rest of your time there in humid Florida. Dave, I'm sorry I'm not there. It would be great to see you.
I know.
Excuse to see you when I'm back.
Yes, next time.
Yeah, I told him that he didn't know you moved here. So he found that out this morning on Flex walking.
That's right. Yes.
Okay.
So I told him Neil's got like a nice posh gigs. He's got his like nice posh gigs right by the beach. Nice. Yeah.
Good for him,
man. All right, I'll message you tonight, and then I'll swing. Well, I'm not going to take pictures tonight for obvious reasons.
Hey, we'll start taking them maybe next week or the week after.
Okay, and then I'll let you know. Well, we'll just catch up tomorrow anyway.
All right, then I'll catch you on the call tomorrow. Good
night,
mate.
Good night, mate.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Boom.